and I'm watching the sun come up over the ocean. Look at this. Just look at this. Look at how beautiful this is. I mean, seriously. I'm on my balcony. I'm on the 20th floor. This is what we get to see. This is incredible. Everyone else is sleeping still. And I'm like, you know what? I want to watch the sun come up. So I got up early. And it's like 6 o'clock in the morning, but I've been up since 5. And I just thought, what a beautiful capture. Look at that ocean out there. It's just, and I don't know. There's a big light over here, so it gets bright. But I don't know if we're facing east or the west. I think we're facing the east. I think California is that way, or that way, if I'm not mistaken. So that means the sun's going to come up that way, and I can't really see it because there's this big blinding light that blinds you. This is Honolulu. This is what it's all about, everyone. The beautiful, beautiful skyscrapers. I mean, that's the shit. This is our view from the 20th floor. It's incredible. It's absolutely breathtaking. I'm so happy to be here right now. Look at that. It's just beautiful out there as the sun comes up. And it only looks so bright in my camera. When I look at it outside of my phone, it's pitch dark still, which is kind of weird. But otherwise, the camera itself is lighting up the sky. Look at that blue. It's like, I'm telling you, when I look at it with my eye, it's pitch dark. It almost looks like the sun is up right now. It's insane. So, Honolulu. Sunrise in Honolulu. How was the flight over here? Long. I was hoping it would end a lot sooner than it did. Well, I don't know how I made it to Europe so many times. I mean, Europe is like, depending on where you're going inside Europe, it's a good 16-hour flight from where I'm at to Europe, and usually, 8 hours, or 3 hours or 4 hours to get to Philadelphia from Arizona, and then 8 to 10 hours across the ocean. So it just depends. But that flight, we were lucky because they had separated all of my family. So they had my daughter sitting in a different place in the plane. They had Natalia sitting in a different place in the plane. We were all pretty much separated when we were on the plane, but when we were able to get there, we were talked to a lot of people on the plane that were willing to switch seats with us, so we all got to sit in the same area at least. But overall, having a 3-year-old toddler traveling with you, or 3.5-year-old, it's no picnic. It's no picnic. But I will say this for my daughter. Yay, yay. I'm so happy with her, and I'm so just, proud of her, because this trip absolutely caused her to throw herself into a position to where she had to immediately grow up, and no more getting away with BS when it comes to her potty training. She's been using her potty all on her own, her little training potty all on her own at home, and she does such a great job. But then after she uses the training potty, she has to dump it into the big potty. Well, we didn't bring the training potty with us. So, someone's down there jogging. Do you see him? That's cool. So, being in this situation kind of forced them to, or forced her to have to use the grown-up toilet. in the plane, all over. So she she did. She successfully used the potty in the plane several times. And then she continued to use the potty, the toilet, the big toilet, when we got to the hotel room. So I'm like super duper proud of my daughter. She is just an amazing, amazing little indigo baby. And I love her so much. So here we are, sunrise in Honolulu. Sunrise in Honolulu. I wish this bright light over here wasn't open so I could show you. I don't think I can block it. I don't think I can block it, but there we go. It's blocking it a little bit. There you go. There you go. Look at that. Isn't it beautiful? Look at that, people. Sunrise in Honolulu, Hawaii. From Indigo Jake. Traveling. Had to put on a mask for the first time in this whole pandemic. Yeah, that was not cool, but I did it. I did it. You know, if you want to travel somewhere, I mean, it's the world is changing. What you do and what you believe in your own personal life and belief systems is completely in your control. But when you want to coexist in a changing world, you find that you have to comply, whether you like it or not. And although people might be sheeple complying when they shouldn't, you know, I was thinking on the way over here on the flight, what would happen, just for example, what would happen if every single person on the plane, once they got in the air, once the plane was off the runway and in the air, what would happen if every single person just said fuck it and took off their masks? I mean, they're not going to turn the whole plane around, right? I mean, if one person's being belligerent, that's one thing. But they're not going to turn the whole plane around for someone else. And what people don't understand is it's us as the consumer who makes the airline the money, right? So what are they going to do? Refuse to fly anyone anywhere? I mean, if people refused to fly if they had to wear a mask, this is my point. If people refuse to fly, if everyone joined together and said, I absolutely refuse this, no, the airlines would go belly up. Okay, they're going to go bankrupt because we're not going to be paying them to fly anywhere. They're going to be sitting on a bunch of jets that aren't moving, that they invested a buku amount of dollars in, and they're going to be screwed. So, I don't know. I think that the world is just sheeple, and there should be more shepherds, you know, more people out there to say, hey, this ain't right, and I am not complying. And if they did that, then it wouldn't be a problem. But you just can't get a better view than this. This is absolutely breathtaking for being in Honolulu. Sunrise. Sunrise over the ocean. Look at the city lights over here. Look at this. Oh my God, look at this. We're on the 20th floor of the Rainbow Tower. And you just look at this. Sunrise in Honolulu, Hawaii. Wow. Wow. I'm loving it. 20th floor. Beautiful blue sky. This is just amazing. I just can't get over this view. And we have another balcony on the other side of our room that gets a direct view of this angle over here. We have two balconies. I'm on one of our two balconies. The other balconies are on the corner over there and it looks straight that way. It's such a beautiful room that we got. And for some reason, every time I travel, and this is true, every single time that I travel, and Natalia can say a vouch for this, I'm not lying, every single time that I travel, 100%, not 99.9%, 100% of the time that I travel, I get upgraded. I always get upgraded. My rooms get upgraded. I get suites. I don't know why. It's a blessing. The universe blesses me 100% of the time that I travel and I stay with Hilton. I always get upgraded. I am a diamond member, so I don't know if that matters. But when they see I'm a diamond member, they usually upgrade me. It means I spend a shitload of money traveling. Look at that. Look at it. Just look at it. Who is it on YouTube? Is it Ed Bassmaster that says, would you just look at it? Just look at it. Just look at it. I can't remember who that is, but there's someone on YouTube that does those videos that's just hilarious with him when he says, just look at it. Would you just look at it? Just look at it. That's what it is. Just look at it. They said sunrise was at 6:41 p.m., but I see light out here now. I don't know how that can be if the sun's not up. Maybe that's the official first time you actually can see the sun. But there's a lot of light right now for not being sunrise yet. It's just beautiful and breathtaking. And I'm loving it. And down here, look, the lagoon. Look at this. Look at the lagoon. Oh my God. Look at that. That's completely ocean water, but it's not attached to the ocean. The ocean's over here. The lagoon is over here. Ocean there. Laguna here. It's beautiful. And it's supposed to be warmer water. There were people in the Laguna swimming last night when we were here. Last night. In the night. And it's not cold. I'm sitting on my balcony, literally, in my boxer shorts and a t-shirt. And I'm not cold. It's 6 o'clock in the morning in Hawaii, and it's like, I'm not cold. So this is sunrise. A beautiful, exotic island. Would you just look at it? And this is what you get to look forward to when you make up your mind one day that you're not going to live a life of fear. You're not going to allow what the outside world wants you to believe to manifest as your reality. They are trying so hard to program fear into the hearts and minds of every living soul on this planet right now. They want you to believe that you have to be afraid to come into contact with other people, that you have to be afraid of emotion, because I mean, look at all the people out there that are suffering right now because they can't even date, they can't go out, they can't get laid, they're single, and they're so afraid to go out and even connect with someone right now because they're afraid of a deadly virus. And this is exactly what they want from people. They want you disattached from each other, because when you're disattached from each other, you will allow for all these new implementations that they're implementing to occur behind the scenes. There's not enough of you to come together to say, no, this isn't right, and to get together and to do anything about it. You're divided. And that's what they're starting out with. This is a game of chess for them. A big game of chess, and this is just the beginning. It's only the beginning. People think we're coming out of this COVID-19. I got news for you. This is going to continue for the next 10 to 15 years as each strain of the virus gets worse and worse and worse, and each wave of people is bigger, that dies is bigger and bigger and bigger. I'm telling you, this is... Hi, Madeline. Good morning. How are you? Finally, a name that I know. Sunrise in Honolulu. Don't you think it's beautiful, Madeline? Look at the lights. They're still on. It's beautiful. I'm waiting for the sun to come up. I'm thinking, okay, if the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. I see light over there. So I'm thinking the sun is like over there somewhere. I don't think we're facing the east. I think we're facing the west or southwest, I think. So we're not going to really get a good view like I was hoping of the sun coming up. But I mean, it's still beautiful. I mean, you can still see the light hitting the ocean. It's an amazing view on the 20th floor of the Rainbow Tower in the Waikiki Hilton Resort. 20th floor. And you know what I discovered? There's 10 more floors above us. 10 more floors above us. And if this is the view from just the 20th floor, imagine what the view from that 30th floor would look like. Oh my God. Oh my, but I'm blessed. I'm very happy with what we got, and I got no complaints and want nothing better. This is beautiful. Absolutely breathtaking and beautiful. Look at this. This is what you come to Hawaii for. So you can stand out in your boxer shorts and a t-shirt and not be cold and take a video of the sunrise coming up. For all those people who can't make it here, they can still see what I see. Who needs to spend $5,000 on a vacation when you can just visit Indigo Jake's page and watch it all from the comfort of your living room? Yay! Save your money and subscribe to my channel. Ah, that is too funny. Look at the Laguna. Look at the Laguna. I'm loving it. So, this is sunrise in Waikiki, Hawaii. Boats out there on the ocean. I've got to cover up the left side over there, because if I don't cover it up with my hand, it makes, well, with the rest of the lighting. I don't know what they're lighting up the side of the tower right there, which was kind of difficult to deal with while we were sleeping last night. But they have these big, thick curtains, so I didn't really notice. And I was so jet lagged. God, I slept so hard last night. Oh, and the 3-hour time difference. So by the time we went to bed at midnight, it was really 3 o'clock in the morning in Arizona. So, I mean, I was like really tired. Yeah, the sun is up on the other side over there. It's coming up. We're not facing the west. That's unfortunate. Hey, but sunset. Yes, baby. I'll be here for sunsets. This is going to be a spectacular sunset view. I may not got the sunrise, but I got the sunset. Yes, sir. So here we go. I hope this was enough for you guys to enjoy what it's like to wake up on the west side of a building and observe a sunrise out over the beautiful ocean. Hawaii. Loving it. What was it? Snoop Dogg made that song. That song, New York, big city of dreams. Yo, but everything in New York ain't always what it seems. They should have said Hawaii. They should have made that Hawaii. Hawaii, big city of dreams. Although it would be next to impossible to work here, I think. But I was thinking as I drove over here how cool it would be to transfer my business to the island and work on the island. I could probably do that. What a new start that would be. I could probably do that with my business and the new businesses that I'm creating. I could probably literally move to the island and be okay and completely make more than enough money to survive on this island. And look, who wouldn't want to live this life? I don't know that I'd be waking up every morning on the 20th floor of a hotel with this view, but I mean, buy a house on a mountain like that mountain over there, and you're gonna have better views. So alright, I'm gonna make this video 20 minutes and let it slide. I hope everyone has a great day, and I'll be back later with more live video from Honolulu, Hawaii.